Today, I will want to talk about the history of a motor racing world in Japan. The talk will focus on Fuji Speedway. Yes, Fuji Speedway exists the center of the Japan. Yes, and close up, close up, close up, close up, close up. Yes, here, the racing way. Yes, racing course. Where is it? Yes, that's very difficult to see. Yes, the hairpin and the straight 1.5 kilometers straight, and then that's detail reached at 280 kilometers per hour, or modified R32 GTR reached at maybe 300 kilometers per hour. And the first corner is very hard braking. Yes, this is an international Japanese biggest most important circuit course. Yes, I will talk about focus on Fuji Speedway, and Fuji Speedway is the oldest and the most prestigious public circuit in Japan. Suzuka Circuit also built around the same time, but it was Honda's private track. I must talk about the Japanese challenging history to F1 Grand Prix. So that the first generation was 1960s and Honda's challenge. Yes, that's a very famous story. In that days, F1 race organization was very small and very private team that gathers. And Honda is a very big manufacturer for a European or Japanese big manufacturer comes to the private small F1 world. That's the feeling. And the second generation was in 1970s during the area of the F1 kit cars using the Ford DFB engine. Yes, so many private team uses the same Ford DFB engine, V8 engine, and they made a kit car and gathers and racing in the days. So, Japanese small private constructor challenged to F1 in the days. There was just Mana Racing or Maki Racing, and Kojima Racing is a famous. Yes, and the yes, I must talk about the Mr. Kondo Shinji. He was Yoshimura's engineer. He employed by Yoshimura, and the yes, very good man. My friend, my legend. I'm very longing him. He is a god of racing engineer in our generation. I'm very longing to him, but he says I am friend of him. He says I must always longing him. He's Yoshimura's son. Yes, yes, very important people, important engineers. Yes, for Japanese history of racing world. Mr. Kondo was engineer of Mana Racing or Mana Racing. Yes, this is the album he gave me. Yes, and he challenges. Yes, as a Kannam car. Okay, I don't know. Okay, Kannam car or California. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He went to United States as an engineer. Yes, this is Mana Racing. Yes, the all good days, all good days. Sports Car Club of America. Do you know the Yoshimura? Yoshimura was an engineer, was a Japanese fighter in World War II. Yeah. After World War II, he became an engineer of bike racing, motorcycle racing engineer, and he made a yes exhaust system, the very famous brand now. Yes, Yoshimura. Where is yes, this is all Yoshimura's picture. Yes, and he was working in the Yoshimura. Yes, Mr. Kondo was an engineer over the Yoshimura. Yes, Mr. Kondo. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Yoshimura's house, the old picture. After that, he became Mana Racing's an engineer, and he went to Europe as a F1 engineer. Yes, this is a Mana Racing. Very important engineer he was, and he made a Kondo Racing garage around the Fuji Speedway in 19. I don't know the age, but the very old, very old. Yes, he was working uh, as an engineer in Fuji Speedway. Yes, very old Fuji Speedway. Yes, uh, maybe in 2002. Toyota bought this Fuji Speedway and remake the grandstand. And after that, he joined in the Maki racing in Europe. Yes, he and Mr. Kondo Shinji go to Europe with the Maki racing and join to challenge the F1 Grand Prix. Yes, this is the magazine picture. Japanese and students became the sponsor of the Maki racing. Okay, they are testing on public road in England. Yes, very all good days, all good days. He says. Yes, this is a Maki racing sticker, and this is a real condom racing sticker. Yes, I will talk about the fake condom racing becomes 1990s or 1980s. Yes, a very stupid story, but I will talk about it after that. This is a real condom racing. Yes, real condom racing. Yes, this is Kojima. Condom racing sticker, Kojima racing. Yes, I must talk about it. Kojima racing. Kojima, in 1976, the first F1 Grand Prix comes to Japan in Fuji Speedway, old Fuji Speedway. Kojima Racing joined the race. Kojima was a private team using a Ford DFV. In the day, all the team used Ford DFV engine and the kit car era in the days, so that the Japanese very private team makes an F1 car. In qualified day, Mr. Hasemi is a very famous driver, top driver, drove Kojima F1, and he made almost a pole position time, fastest time. European journalist is very surprised at that thing. Very nameless, small Japanese team, Kojima team, and a nameless driver makes a fastest lap, faster than Niki Lauda or James Hunt was that kind of a legend driver among legend driver. Hasami made a very good record, so that very big news in that days. Yes, Friday, then Mr. Hasami crashed the last corner, and Kojima's K07 was broken and total loss on Friday. But so many Japanese engineer gathered to a Kondo Racing Garage. Yes, and Kojima Racing uses a Kondo Racing Garage, and in the days, so many volunteer engineer, very famous and top engineer, works as a volunteer to remake the Kojima K007. This is a miracle of my Kondo Racing. It was a miracle at the Kondo Racing Garage. Very famous story, very famous in our generation. Very, 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 very unbelievable and famous story. Japanese gods of the engineer gathers to Kondo Racing Garage and remake the Kojima's K007 in one night, 2 night, maybe whole one day, maybe 2 nights, not remake, almost reproduce the new F1 machine in one day. Unbelievable thing. It's a legend. And they made the same car in one day and joined the final race, take part in the final race and drive. Mr. Hasumi drives, and it's a miracle. It was a legend. This is a Kojima Racing's car, but Mr. Kojima says, please put your garage's sticker to the side pontoon. And Mr. Kondo makes a sticker, Japanese flag, quarter of flag. This work is a Japanese legend. Engineer gathers and they work together. The old Japan engineer makes this Kojima's and F1 machine in one day, so that he makes all Japan quarter size of the Japanese flag. In the days, it was a trend. Yes, quarter size of Union Jack was a very popular design in the days. So that yes, the same thing. Yes, conservation garages and sticker is very, 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 very important things. Important, very historical Japanese precious thing, precious sticker, and precious brand in Japan. And Mr. Colin Chapman says he came into Japan. And he says, I came to Japan. I saw two miracles. One is nameless teens A nameless driver makes a pole position time. Fastest lap makes a fastest lap. It's a miracle. And he crashed. And after that, uh, whole volunteers, Japanese engineer gathers and they remake the F1 machine in 1 day at Kondo Racing Garage. Yet it was a miracle. Mr. Colin Chapman, you know, they said that he's a god. He's a Bible, almost a Bible. His words becomes Bible in Europe, I know. Yes, he's a legend, but he's surprised at Mr. Kondo's work. Yes, in the days, Japanese motorization, the level is not so high after World War II, but Mr. Kondo gave us a dream. Colin Chapman, surprised at his work. Yes, yes, yeah, unbelievable. And in our generation, Mr. Kondo Shinji's Kondo Racing Garage was a legend. Yes, he, almost a god for us. Yes. But after 20 years, after 30 years, after stupid talent uses the same name in the same village, unbelievable. I will talk about things. Okay. Japanese and entertainment agency Johnny's, which caused a pedophilia program that was broadcast on the BBC. Our founder, Johnny Kitagawa, who committed the crime, should be ostracized as well as Epstein. But in Japan, the issue is kept under wraps. Unbelievable. And the anime Kondo Masahiko Kondo is the executive of Johnny's office, but he has a racing team in Fujispread's Race Village using the same legendary name, Kondo Racing, the same name in the same village. After that, Kondo Racing is a legend of Japanese and racing history, but he uses the same name. Unbelievable, crazy guy, stupid guy. And the Masahiro Kondo is an accomplice, executive of the Chinese office that caused the pedophilia program. Unbelievable. And the Nissan, a global company, Nissan and Toyota uses him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's living in Fuji Speedway area. Yes, and using picture. Yes, this is a Fuji Speedway, and this is traditional racing village, and the Kondo Racing lives around here, and of course, and stupid Kondo Masahiko, a Chinese and stupid and criminal, lives here, maybe very far from here, maybe this way. Yes, from this way, and this is Fuji Cemetery, and go down, then go down, and this way, maybe around here. Yes, the fake condolence, fake condolence. I don't like it. I don't like it. He's accomplice of a pedophilia crime, with the Chinese music office. Yes, unbelievable. Get away from the Fuji Rice Village. Very far from, very far from Fuji Village, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Using the same name, it's illegal. Pedophilia crime, of course it's illegal. Illegal man have a relationship to a Nissan and Toyota. Yes, please say to a Nissan and Toyota, don't use Masahiko Kondo's fake condolation. Don't use it. Don't use. Please, please, please. I want you to raise a voice. I want you to raise a voice to Toyota and Nissan. Don't use a criminal. Pedophilia criminal. Criminal. Yes, please. Japanese society outlaps everything. And no good things. That's all today.